Okay, so this is going to be a continuation from my last video on how to send messages with Vivox Voice Chat, how to send text messages in a channel. So I'm still going to be focusing on the group message, and then the next video will be the direct message. So we're gonna do some things in this video. All right, so in the send group message, I'm gonna copy and paste that, and I'm gonna, instead of group, I'm gonna call this event message. And even in a group message, you can do this also, but I'm keeping it separate for now. And what we're gonna do in here is add a string, call it stanza namespace, and we're gonna create another string and call it stanza body. And I think that's it for now. So we're gonna add some parameters to this begin send text. So I'm gonna add a parentheses right there, and as you can see, it wants a language parameter first and then the message. And so right here it says the language of the message is N, and that's English, and this can be null to use the default language, N for most systems, and this must conform to this website right here. So I'm not sure exactly how many languages Vivox provides. I guess if you check out this website, you might be able to find out. I haven't done it yet because I speak English, and I feel like most of the people watching this video speak English. So I think maybe I'll discuss that in a later tutorial. But at least here's a starting point of where you should look. Maybe I'll add a link in the description. But yeah, so you can either leave this null or you can type in en. Either way, en or null, the language is gonna be English. So our message is still the message, and then this is where the stanza namespace comes in. So right here, application stanza namespace, all it is an optional, it says optional namespace element for additional application data. So basically, this is a hidden message. So even though we're sending this message, we're also sending a hidden message, and we get to decide as a developer what we want to do with that message. So there's on the Vivox website support forums, here's an example, and basically what they're doing is the app stanza namespace, application stanza namespace, it says team color, so they're passing in a string of team color, and the body is either going to say red or blue, and so this will be hidden. So basically, like, let's say this player is saying hello world, and we're passing the team color as a namespace, and then let's say we're going to call him red. So that way, when we receive the message on the on message received event, we can decide what we want to do with that message, what we want to do with that extra information. And now, for real quick, I'm just gonna delete this message and press dot, and you'll see the application stanza body and the namespace. And so this is where we can kind of filter out messages depending on what we want to use the messages for. So this is a real message, the message, and then up here will be the hidden information. So I'm gonna put this back to message, and if you look up how to send additional non-messaging data through the text messaging service on the Vivox support forums, just type in search right here. This will pop up, and then look for Unity, or if you're for some reason from Unreal or anywhere else and you're watching this tutorial, hopefully this will guide you into what you need. The Vivox core uses C++, and the Unreal probably uses C++ too, but their plugin might work with blueprints, I'm not sure. But anyways, this is Unity video, so we'll keep it Unity. Alright, so back to this. So this is why I created a separate method, because I'm gonna use this mainly for to send my events, and I would probably just leave the message blank or filter another filter. And so you can leave these null, like I can go right here and then just I can just null everything out if I wanted to. Just type null and or have a parameter, the parameters up here, and then like right here, stanza namespace, and then the stanza body. And when I decide to pass these later, I can pass them as null, and it'll be alright. You can, if you don't want to pass a message, you can pass it as null. Alright, let's go back here. Add that parentheses. Alright, so I'm gonna create a method. I'm gonna call public void check message args, and args, I'm using that to stand for argument. And all we're gonna do is take an iChannel text message, and we'll just call it message. So that'll be the parameter. And then I'm gonna say, just a little tester, if message dot application namespace, application stanza namespace equals test. I'm gonna put debug.log. This is a test. This is a test. And I'll do another if message, or what you could do is just be like, oh, if the namespace equals test, then in here I would want to check the body. So message dot application body equals, and this is where you can do like the color red, or if the team is color blue, and then you would update whatever you needed to update. So if the body equals blue, or you can basically do it in a separate if statement, and like for whatever reason you want the namespace and the body to be different, but the namespace should probably be short and the body should contain like the bulk of your information. All the namespace should be is like the filter to find the proper body text, but you can do it how you want. Message application body equals this is not, or let's do something different. Hello body. I don't know, it sounds stupid. Alright, we'll debug.log, copy that, Control C, paste it, Control V. This is a message. This is a hidden message. Alright. This is a hidden message. Okay, so or instead of equals, I can just do contains, and it'll find if there's anything that has contains versus the whole string having an equal exactly test. Like let's say I just want to match an event or a message that I sent that says test, or this yeah. So hopefully that makes sense. Debug.log, we'll say this, this player is blue. Okay, and I'm gonna put this check message arguments right here in the on message received. So I'm gonna say check message args. We're gonna check the message. Oh, my bad. We're gonna check the message args. Message args. Is that not an iChannel text message? We need the value. Alright, now it's a iChannel text message. Okay. So, and then based on what this message has, it's gonna, it'll go through filter and have the different debug log dot statements. So, how do we want to do this? Let's go to the lobby UI, and I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm gonna have an event, send event message, and we're going to, I forget what I called it, so send event message, and we got the real message, we got the, okay, so I'm gonna put test and see what happens, and then I'll leave that as null, see if we get an error. And I'm still gonna send the normal message, and on purpose, because I want to show you something. And it can't be null, it has to be something, or else you get an error. So we'll just save that. Actually, I need to add a button. Do I want to add a button? No, I don't. What I want to do is go to the canvas, go to the send message button that I got. Now I'm just going to replace this group message with the send event message. Alright, then I'll save it again, and then I'm going to build and run it just to show you a little something, show you what it does real quick. Actually, I don't think I needed to build this, but alright. I like to log in the editor first just so I can see all the updates, make sure there's nothing wrong. We'll go with John. We're logged in as John. We'll enter channel 1. Channel 1 is connected. Let's log in this guy. We'll go with Jeff again, Mr. Jeff, and let's log in at channel 1. So normally, oh shit. Let me make this quick. Okay, it didn't work. And that is, I'm not sure why it didn't work. Okay, I'm just gonna exit out of that. But the message still works, but we didn't get the extra debug.log statement. So what I'm gonna do is hello from John. Why isn't it checking? Okay, if the namespace, did we put the namespace first? Yeah, the namespace is first, right? Yeah, the namespace, and right here the namespace is test, and we're checking for test right here. Okay, maybe it didn't work because I sent a null value. That might be why. Let's go to the lobby, and instead of null, we'll do, what do we want to do? I guess I'll just pass blue, see what happens. Does that match? It does match, okay. Let's play that. Log in as John again, or whatever you want to log in as. Join the channel, send a message. Okay, so it was because it was null. So this is a test, this player is blue. Okay, now I wanna save and then build it, and just to show you that it works outside of the Unity editor. Let's log in real quick first. And channel 1. Go with Jeff again, and we'll join channel 1. And I kind of give it a break because it does take a little bit to log in, especially depending on your internet. I should be updating this UI, but I'm not. But I can show you how to do that. Basically, where you put these debug statements is where you would update the UI. Now I sent this from Jeff, and you can see Jeff right here, but this is the hidden message that also got sent. Well, technically, let me exit. Technically, test in blue were the hidden messages, but I'm filtering for the check message args. I'm filtering for test, and if the namespace equals test, then I'm looking for blue, and then it's gonna say this player is blue if it's blue, and if the namespace is equal to test, it's gonna say this is a test, and if the body was equal to hello body, then it would say this is a hidden message. And so that's how you pass secret data as a developer. So if you're making I guess this is handy for chat applications, but if you're making a networking, like a multiplayer game, you probably don't need to do this, because you'll probably be able to do it through Mirror or Photon or whatever you're using for your multiplayer. But this is handy, you know. I'm glad that Vivox provides that option, just in case you don't want to use Mirror or whatever for whatever reason. And this is 2 separate connections, so like so maybe you got already too much data going through the mirror or whatever, and like you're overloading it by constantly updating where the player's at. So if you send it through the Vivox, there's less traffic, so it might actually be smarter to do that. And then once the variable is on the client side, then you can choose to do what you want or need with it. So that's just something. And in my little application, what I ended up doing with these hidden messages is every time the user presses a key on the keyboard, it sends a hidden message, and basically I receive that hidden message on the other player, and it'll say this player is typing, and then when they stop, it'll wait like a couple seconds, and then it'll say not typing. So that's Vivox had that implementation, but they took it off for some reason. I don't know if they're gonna bring it back or not, but at the moment it doesn't. The is typing doesn't work that it explains in the documentation. So just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, and I think that is all for this video. Oh, so like right here on the participant added, so like when a user joins the channel, I should be updating my UI, so I can go lobby UI, and right here I'm getting the lobby UI, and where we at? I can go lobby UI. We got text. Oh shoot, I forgot none of these. None of these are public. We'll go with username. Okay. Make that public real quick, just for this video. Text username dot text equals. I'm just gonna copy this. And this is. You probably want to do this a different way. Actually, I'll do it how I did the messages down here. So I'm just going to copy this code where I'm instantiating my text object. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to throw that up in here, and and then I'm going to copy the account name. Actually, I'm just going to copy this whole thing. Alright, copy that and then paste it in here. Oops. Oh, I copied that wrong. Alright, let's redo it. Control copy. Paste that. Alright, and then I guess we'll copy that again and put it on the removed. And we'll just say it has left the channel. Okay. Let's save that and then recompile. Log in real quick as John. So your UI might be different than mine. So whatever you're using as a either like a text message that just updates this, or you got a prefab that you're just instantiating different ones based on text messages, or you can have buttons or something. I don't know, you can basically do whatever you like. You can record all the messages that are sent and save it to a file for, like, I don't know, let's say someone's cussing someone out or something, you need proof so you can kick them or something. I don't know what you would do with that, but it's something you could do if you wanted, but I don't know if that's like privacy laws or whatever. But anyways, did I log in? I did log in. Okay, so I'm gonna say hello, see if that, oh, I should have updated right here that I logged in. Why didn't it do that? Oh no, that sucks. Why didn't it upload? Because I'm updating the wrong text. Is that right? Temp.text. I guess it doesn't count me. So let me build and run this real quick. Alrighty. Log that in. Oh my goodness, what now? Parameter name is null. Okay, so I guess I didn't use I didn't use a name when I logged in, like a you're supposed to check for nulls. I didn't check for nulls because I just didn't, but be smart to check for nulls. That way you can't mistakenly log in with the empty name. Join channel 1. We'll call this dude John. Enter channel 1. Interesting. So I'm not getting the callbacks. Why is this? Alright, good thing we attempted that. So participant added. Okay, so I forgot where I left off at. I paused the video and had to go figure out where the bug was, and I found it. So I'm not sure if I showed you this, but I added these two, which is a copy of the when we receive the message. All I'm doing is instantiating my little text prefab, and I'm updating it saying I either joined the channel or left the channel. And the bug was, I want to say it was in the channel callbacks or it was in the user callbacks, but I forgot the else right here. So it basically looked like that. So if you didn't catch that, you might want to look over your code and see if in any of the bind statements you forgot an else. Especially if you downloaded the GitHub file on any previous versions. I'll try to update this version so it's not in there. Actually, I will update it. Alright, so that was the little bug thing. Alright, so now it should work. Sorry about all that. But now you can kind of see my error, my debugging workflow. Even though I didn't show you all of that because that would be boring. Alright, build and run that. And it should work now. Alright, let's log in the editor first so I can see my messages. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, excuse me. Login as 1. And I'm gonna join channel 3. And it says 1 has joined the channel. Let's go up in here and I'm gonna log in as 2. And I'm gonna join channel 3. And bam, now it recognizes that both of us have logged in, and even though I logged in later with user 2, it still updated that user 1 joined the channel. Okay, I'm gonna leave this channel, and see, now it has left the channel. Bam, has left the channel. So the updates are now working when the on participant added, removed, and updated. I don't have anything in the update function because while I was away debugging, I had one of these guys in here, and it ended up updating this UI like 10 times every time I logged in. So I was like, you know what, I don't need to be updating the UI. The update is more for if like if a player is speaking, this is where you would catch if he's speaking or if they're muted, or this is where you'd be able to tell all that, and then update the UI with a little like speaker symbol or just a text saying this user's talking. But yeah, I'll show you that in another video coming up, maybe after the direct messages, or as we get into more channel oriented topics. So yeah, I'll leave you guys with that, and then on the next video I'll get into send direct messages. Alright, bye.